Welcome back to NT Coins World, where we explore the fascinating and valuable world of rare coins. Today we're diving into two amazing wheat pennies that could be worth far more than their face value. If you're a coin collector or just curious about hidden treasures in your pocket change, stay tuned because these pennies might just surprise you. We're starting with the 1935 wheat penny in fine condition, a coin that's nearly a century old and still holding value. Then we'll shift gears to the 1951 D wheat penny, which may seem more common, but has some hidden gems that could make collectors pay big bucks. The 1935 Lincoln wheat penny, a coin minted during the Great Depression, a time when every cent truly mattered. Let's dig into what makes this coin special, from its mintage to its rare errors, and of course, its potential value. In 1935, the Philadelphia Mint produced over 245 million wheat pennies. At first glance, that might seem like a high number, but let's remember that not every coin survived in good condition. Many were lost, heavily circulated, or even destroyed over the decades. In fine condition, like the one we have today, this penny has managed to hold on to some of its history while still being a collectible piece. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse features the classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, while the reverse displays the iconic wheat stalks, symbolizing prosperity and abundance. This design remained in circulation until 1958, before transitioning to the Lincoln Memorial reverse in 1959. Now let's talk about the exciting part: errors and varieties that can skyrocket the value of a 1935 wheat penny double die obverse DD. Some 1935 pennies feature a noticeable doubling effect on Lincoln's eye, motto, or date. If you spot one of these in higher grades, it could fetch anywhere from $500 to over $5,000, depending on its sharpness and visibility. BE error raw. This is a common error in wheat pennies where a small die break appears between the letters B and E in Liberty. While minor, these can still command prices of $50 to $200, depending on the coin's condition. Off-center strikes. Some 1935 pennies were struck off-center, sometimes by as much as 50%. The more dramatic the error, the higher the value. Some can sell for $1,000 or more if they still have the full date visible. So, how much is a 1935 wheat penny worth today? Well, in fine condition, like the one we're looking at, its value typically ranges between $1 to $3. But hold on, if you find one in an uncirculated or mint state condition, the price can climb significantly. A mint state 65, MS65 example, can fetch anywhere from $50 to $150, while an extremely rare MS67 can go for $5,000 or more. And remember those error varieties? Some of them have been auctioned for as high as $10,000 to $15,000. So always check your wheat pennies closely. You never know what treasure you might have. Now let's fast forward to 1951 and take a look at another fascinating wheat penny, the 1951 D Lincoln wheat cent, minted in Denver. While this coin might seem common, certain errors and varieties make it highly collectible and valuable. In 1951, the Denver Mint produced over 625 million wheat pennies, making it one of the more widely circulated wheat cents. However, just because it's common doesn't mean it lacks value. Like all wheat pennies, this one was also designed by Victor David Brenner and kept the classic Lincoln portrait on the obverse. The 1950s were an interesting period for coinage as the United States was experiencing post-war economic growth and millions of people were collecting coins as a hobby. The real excitement for the 1951 D penny comes from its errors and rare varieties. Here are some of the key ones to watch for: repunched mint mark RPM. Some 1951 D pennies show a repunched D mint mark, where the D appears doubled or even tripled, due to an engraving mistake. These can be worth $20 to $200 depending on the clarity of the repurchase. This is a rare variety where a Denver mint penny was struck over a San Francisco mint planche. These coins are highly desirable, and in uncirculated condition, they can bring in $5,000 to $10,000 or more. Some 1951 D pennies feature die cracks that form raised lines across the coin. Depending on size and prominence, these errors can sell for $50 to $500. So, how much is a 1951 D wheat penny worth today? Well, in fine condition, like ours, it's generally worth around 10 cents to 25 cents. Not bad for a single penny. But if you manage to find one in MS65 red condition, its value jumps to $50 to $150. Now, if you're lucky enough to find a D over S error in mint state, you're looking at potential auction prices of $50,000 to $70,000. Imagine finding that in a jar of old pennies. And there you have it, two fascinating wheat pennies with a lot of hidden potential. Whether it's the historic 1935 wheat penny or the error-filled 1951 D wheat penny, both of these coins show how even the smallest pieces of change can hold incredible value. Remember to always check your coins for errors, varieties, and rare conditions. Who knows? You might be holding a small fortune in your collection right now. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more exciting coin discoveries. Thanks for watching NT Coins World, and until next time, happy collecting.